Hey everyone, it's Relic here, and we are back playing some more Voxelcraft on the VoxelSquad server, sponsored by StickyPistons. So, in the end of the last episode, I'd kind of left it as these cows, I was having some real struggles with breeding them, and that's pretty much continued. I watched a couple of videos to see if I could work out how to do it, and we just get in here. In fact, I'm going to jump over with my sling just to make life a little bit easier. I've got two troughs in here, which is an item that comes with Animania, and one of them you can put wheat in like this, and the other one you put water in. There's no water in there at the moment, and yeah, the process is meant to be you keep the cows happy, and then eventually they'll form a committed relationship with each other, and then they'll breed. But that hasn't happened yet. But I was lucky enough to find a little bit of a patch with some normal Minecraft cows in. So I've been breeding those up, and I've got quite a few of those, and I've killed some of those now, and I've got a load of leather. So we can kind of finish off what we was trying to do in the last episode, which was to get ourselves a glider. Now, just going to nip in here because I've got all my wheat is in here, and not wheat. I don't want wheat to make a glider, I want leather. So there's our leather. And I just need to remind myself of the recipe for that. So, glider. I've got way more of the leather than I need. I can't actually spell glider. There we go. So we need one of those. So we need some sticks, which hopefully you wouldn't have thought would be too much trouble. I have been using a lot of them though, so maybe they're over here somewhere. And yeah, so we've got some sticks in there. So let's get that done. Knit back inside. And pop that in there. So we should be able to make ourselves a left wing, a right wing, and then we need to make one of these. Now, we need some scaffolding to this. Now, we need some iron. And I've got some iron over here, which I've collected up at my smeltery, so that should be good enough. Let's go and pop that into the crafting table. And this is definitely going to make life much easier getting about. So one of those, and might as well leave that in there as well actually, because then we just need to pop it together like so. Okay, so let's test this out. So I'm going to have it into my inventory next to the sling, and all I need to do is throw myself up in the air, press the right key, and as simple as that. And now we can move around the map pretty quickly, and then whenever we need to get some lift again, literally we can just land, throw ourselves up with the sling, and like I said, it's like a little bit of cheap, easy early game flight. Obviously we'll be getting some better flight at some point, and then because I've got the slime boots on as well, I can just land and everything is good. Awesome. So the other main thing that I've been doing before we move on to today is I've been setting up, first of all, we've been through to the nether a few times now. Obviously we've got the chest plate, and I've set myself up a little bit of a tunnel to get to the new area that I have found. Now, you remember in the last episode I said we probably wouldn't be staying where we were, and that is true. So I'm just going to nip over there. This probably is quicker flying now, to be honest, than going through this tunnel, but I thought I would show you via this way anyway. And it isn't too far away, but it's far enough away from spawn now that I just kind of feel as though life will be a little bit better. I'm not so worried about causing lag in the spawn area, and I'm also not so worried about getting lag from other players. Obviously there were quite a few of us in one area. Now I've started to do a little bit of building over here, which you're going to see in a minute. Let's just jump down here, which you're going to see in a minute, and there's a long way to go. Now originally I was kind of hoping that I would get it finished before the episode, but yeah, I just haven't had time, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so here we are, and it's literally just got to jump over here. I'm going to use my sling so that we don't have to get across the water. Cool, cool. And I didn't really want to climb a tree. So this is the area, and this is my little plan for my house so far. Now, it is quite big, and I've got a lot of work to do. I've got a lot of dirt to fill in here. But I've started to do the front of it and the sort of porch area. But yeah, this is going to be the area where we are going to set up. And we've got another island over here where the nether portal is. We're going to do something with that. And then we've got this massive island here where I'm probably going to level this off or do something with this. So I'm going to have all my farms and my animals over here. Mainly having the animals over there so I don't have to listen to them. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And the reason why it's been taking so long so far is because I've been using this concrete. Now, concrete is pretty easy to make. You saw I was on it before. It's on the last page. It's the Railcraft Concrete because it's the lightest one. And it requires bags of concrete, which are pretty easy to do. It's a bit of gravel and a bit of nether quartz. But then you need this rebar, which is iron ingots in a rolling machine. Now it can either be a manual or a powered rolling machine, and combine that up with a bucket of water and you get 8 of these blocks. And this kind of needed about 81, and I just didn't have enough iron. In fact, we are pretty much out of iron at the moment. So anyway, so that is going on, and I'm actually going to finish this build, I think, before we come back over here. And we'll do the decorating and the finer touches, details together, because I'm going to use a little bit of chiseling bits on it. But just to get the basic structure in place, I think I'm probably just going to do it off camera. And I hope nobody minds that, but it's just easier that way. It's a bit quicker. Otherwise, we're going to end up having sort of a few episodes of building, and we won't make any further progress through the mods. And that is kind of like what I want to do, really. So anyway, I am going to get myself back over to the other base and we'll get on with what I want to do today. I'll see you in a minute. Cool. So yeah, that really is a quick journey with the glider. That's the first time, obviously, I've really used it. And the 800 blocks was literally just, I only had to fire myself in the air twice. Some of these cows, I don't really sure how they're getting out, to be honest, but whenever I go away and I come back, I keep finding them out there. Not really sure. There's fence all the way around here. There's this little gap here, but I don't think, I'm fairly sure that a cow is like 2 blocks high. So yeah, not really sure how they're getting out, and there's not really another way, but yeah, fine. So anyway, gonna have to eat something really quickly. There was a couple of other things actually I forgot to tell you last time. When you're out mining, there's a mod in the pack, and I'm not sure what mod it is, but I keep finding sort of various items. And yeah, I've got a pigman over there, but that's the good thing about having the gate. So I found this sword. Now, if I just actually go into my inventory, you see the sword has got a load of stuff on it, and it's a named sword as well. And that was literally that was in the mining dimension. And yeah, pretty much found, I can't remember what it was now. I think it was like coal ore or something like that. And the pigman's managed to get out. Oh, that's because there's a gap round the back. That's fine. One pigman isn't going to bother us too much. So yeah, I think it was coal or something like that. And when I broke it, the sword popped out. And there was another item as well. In fact, it was in here. I've just gone past it. This enchantment table. I found this in the nether. So just by breaking a load of quartz, which I needed for the concrete, and there was an enchantment table. Now that didn't drop. That was already built. Now obviously it wasn't another player's because it was in the middle of the, where is that pigman gone? Because it was in the middle of the quartz, which obviously that would have been a really strange thing just to have set up an enchantment table there anyway, to be honest. Maybe he went back in the portal. I don't know. I don't think they catch fire in the sun. Fine, anyway. Just as long as I remember he's there, I don't accidentally hit him, then all will be well, I guess. So yeah, I got that, and this is the manual rolling machine. I didn't have to make this. There's a village over that way somewhere. Kind of over there. It's about 700 blocks away, towards Nika's base actually. And there was I think it's like a Railcraft building there. And I got a load of the bricks from it, so we took that down so we could get the bricks, because that's obviously what you've seen primarily we're using on our new build. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And literally all you need to do is you put your iron in there and then you press go. And it makes you the rebar that you need for, certainly for concrete, and I guess for other things as well. So anyway, let's get on with today. And one of the things that we should have done, probably already, that we haven't done, is securing ourselves a decent fuel for our power. Now, at the moment, we've got the coal generator, and we could pretty much easily make the oil generator as well. And we've got the canola for that. And I'm going to do that pretty soon. I might even do that setup off camera because it is pretty easy. You literally just need a I think it's a fermenter feeding into an oil generator, and that creates us an absolute bunch of power. But one of the things that I wanted to do as well was get myself a decent supply of charcoal, and I'm going to set up a tree farm for that. And we are going to use a little bit of progressive automation, because I haven't used that for a while, and the choppers are pretty easy to set up, and as long as you've got enough upgrades in them, you get a pretty good return actually. Let's just put chopper in. Trying to talk and type at the same time is never a good thing. So yeah, pretty easy to set up, and progressive automation has got the auto crafters in it as well, so we should be able to automate axes as well, but we'll have a look at that. So literally all we need then for this chopper is a furnace, some wood, a chest and an axe. And I'm probably going to find that all the wood that I've been chopping down is probably at my other location actually, and it's no worries. We can literally hopefully got some cobble somewhere. And oh, this is going to be the ongoing thing with this series, that I am literally going to be running out of cobble all the while. And have I really got none at all? What is going on? Right, there we go. There's a bit of cobble. And just want 3 of those. Okay, 4. I think it's just going to be episode 4. So 4 episodes in, and I'm still messing around with cobble tools. This is the level of messing about that I've done so far. But it's fine. So we'll grab that. We need to just clear some space. I'm just going to drop some stuff into one of these chests. That'll do. Let's just drop the bricks in there for now, because we're not using those right away. And what else can we drop off? Probably drop some diamonds in there as well. These diamonds, by the way, I've been finding those in the nether. There's a mod, I think it's called Cyclic, and the emeralds as well. There's loads of lapis, there's loads of iron, and yeah, some pretty good resources actually. So, and the diamonds, the gold just drops nuggets, but the diamonds doesn't drop like shards or anything. It drops whole diamonds, and they're quite frequent. Certainly the level that I've been digging at, I had to dig quite high because there was a massive open space underneath that tunnel. But anyway, what were we doing here? We wanted to get ourselves some wood, so let's just chop down this tree first of all and do that. And then this has been quite handy actually, having these here, but it's definitely time for some automation. Right, so there we go. And because the next thing after this is pretty much, I want to get myself a miner together. Now, I haven't made any tinker's tools or anything as yet, and I am going to be doing that. But I want to, so I definitely want to get, there's the pigman. I definitely want to get an easier way of getting some resources together. So what do we need? We need some more cobble. It's probably going to be easier actually. I think I grabbed, did I grab? Ah, there we go. There's enough cobble in there for that. Let's just get rid of some of this stuff because I keep falling foul of this at the moment. That's fine. Right, so we need to grab ourselves a furnace, and we need to grab a chest, just like so, and I think that was a wooden axe as well. So I'm gonna grab some wood, and there's our wooden axe. Good, good. And now we should, admitting that we've run out of wood again, just grab this and we should be able to throw that together, and then hopefully the other is easy, because I know that I've definitely got some normal stone. So disorganised, and it is pretty much always the way at the moment, because I'm not getting to play as much as I want. I never really feel 100% organised, but things will get back to normal pretty soon, that is for sure. Right, there is the wooden chopper, and yes, so we just need to grab some normal. So can we use hardened stone? Actually, that would be quite handy if we could do that, because we have got an absolute ton of that. No, we can't. Okay, so a bit of messing around, and we've got what we need. So let's not have that one, we want the brand new one. So there is the stone chopper, and literally what I'm going to do is I'm not going to actually put this inside the base area. I've got this little area over here that I've kind of leveled off, and that was where I was going to do my original build, but it will do for the tree farm. So we'll put it just here, and if we pop that down here, and we can pop an axe in there, we can pop some saplings in there and some fuel, and that is then going to start popping those down. Now at the moment it'll only put down one sapling, and yeah, it's to the always to the east side with this, so just bear that in mind. If you use this and you haven't got dirt on all the bits, it will only put the first sapling on the east side. But what we need to make this more efficient, because that is not going to work very well like it is we need to grab some upgrades. Now I'm kind of hoping that these upgrades don't take too much resource, because I would like to just get them done with minimum of fuss. And again, I'm having trouble typing, so let's just find upgrade. So it's this one. So stone upgrades, and for that we need some wood and some redstone. Now I know we definitely got the redstone, but at the moment all my wood and my stone is over in the other base. So I'm just going to nip away really quickly. I'm going to go and grab that, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so got the stone, and that was pretty easy. Grabbed a load of wood as well. So we want some redstone, and we should be able to throw together quite a big bunch of these. So let's start off, so we can make 8 of those, which means we should be able to make 8 of those. And if we make some more of these, so we need some more wood if we're going to make any more of those. And what are you doing out? Oh, these cows, they're becoming a real pain. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to kill a few of these before long. Right, so let's jump over here, and like so, in fact, like so, good. And let's throw a few of these upgrades into here, and then this is going to make things a bit quicker. Now we haven't got the saplings in there yet. Okay, so now that is going to collect all the stuff in the inventory inside there, but we need to be able to pull that out and actually turn that into charcoal. Now we could do it manually, but I think we can probably automate it fairly easily. So we're going to need a couple of storage barrels. Now let's just, not storage barrels, sorry, storage drawers. So they are pretty easy to make. Obviously we just need this little setup here. So if we grab some of that, turn that into wood, and we're going to want 1 for the apples, 1 for the saplings, and 1 for the wood, and then we should just be able to turn those into barrels like so. And then we're going to need some transfer pipe, which for some reason I feel as though I've got a bunch of transfer pipes somewhere. In fact I have, because we did the setup with the coal generator, and there's that. And we'll probably take the transfer nodes as well. And let's just sleep really quickly. Okay, so let's just jump back over here. And I think I was quick enough that nothing spawned actually. So we want to have a little bit of a tunnel underneath here. Right, so we want our storage drawers anyway are going to go just here. So we'll pop that there. And then we are going to want to grab out the items that are in here. Now I'm kind of hoping actually we can be a bit sensible about this. Where's the... Did I just fill that same hole in? I did. Right, cool. So we want the transfer node on the bottom because I think it's going to require us to have a transfer node. Cool, so that's going to pull the apples through first. And then we just want to pull this all the way along here to the end. And jump up out of here. Like so. And can I see the end of that? In fact, if we do this like this. Like this, good. Right, there we go. So that will come out of there like that. Into there. Into that one. And into that one. So hopefully, there we go. So there's the apples being pulled through. There's the... In fact, can we now... If we get an empty hand somewhere, let's just drop that for a minute. Turn that. It has to. You need a key, don't you, to lock these. Let's just go and quickly see how easy or difficult it is. We might not have the resources to make a key just as yet. Let's have a quick look. Let's go in here, put in key. And it's this one that we need, the drawer key. So we need 2 gold. Oh, we've got this actually. Some sticks and another table. So let's just quickly whip up another table. A storage drawer. Like so. And then that needs to be surrounded by sticks. So let's just grab some more sticks. Like so. And now we should be able to make this bit, which we can. And then we need to find some gold. Now, like I said, I know I've got this stuff pretty much everywhere. Let's go and find it. I really need to get the rest of this set up with storage drawers, to be honest, but it's just been quite low priority. The main priority for me has been getting everything else done. I'm just going to grab a few more of those just in case we needed those. Let's not drop that. And yeah, I've been trying to prioritize building, to be honest, because I want to move, and until I've moved I don't feel that I can really sort of progress too easily. And is there room in any of these chests? I just still feel as though I'm holding far too much stuff. As always, let's just pop a load of this stuff away just for now that we don't need. Sorry, so we've got our drawer key. And oh, saplings. We're going to need more saplings, that is for sure. And I thought that I had a bunch of those sitting around as well. They're probably inside. Just grab those. There we go, saplings. And yeah, we'll grab the wood as well. And then we can just lock all of these up, and we won't have a problem. Right, so there we go. So there's the wood, so we can put some wood in there, and there are the saplings, so we can put those in there as well. Right, now let's lock this. Lock. Right, good. So they're all now locked up. All of the items at the moment are being pulled. Yeah, saplings is fine because when it fills up, it's gonna pull saplings through. But for now, we won't have to worry about it too much. And it's at the moment it's using wood to create energy, which is something that we don't want. And then the next thing is we're just going to need a bunch of furnaces and another transfer node off of here. Let's just get this out like this and grab our transfer node like so, and another one of these. Okay, good. And let's just jump out of here. Okay, so we will just go up there for now. I'm going to put this down just here, and then if we just bring that over another one, oh, not that way, like so, that goes into the top, and we need to put the wood back into the storage barrel, and now hopefully this now goes into the right place. Right, good. So that goes into the top, and obviously to start off with, let's just put a few bits of that in there just so that we can get, in fact we don't want to do it that way, if we do it that way, and we can make some charcoal. And obviously with the charcoal, there's two places where we want it to go. We're going to want to thread it back through into this, which is just a simple case of taking it out of the bottom. So if we, I'm fairly sure this is the bottom of this now, and we are going to need one more transfer node, which we've got, and we can pop that just here like so, and just get it along a little bit. Can I get out of here? No. Right, like this. And I think I am actually I'm going to thread this pipe through underneath so that it's not in the air. So yeah, give me a minute. Okay, so a few minutes later, and I've got all the piping done. This doesn't look the best, and I am going to do something with this, but I need to fill this in first of all before I can do that. But basically, this is going to come out of here. Hopefully, waiting for server. Right, there we go. This is going to come, I'm going to make it one higher along here, and can this go down into here? Right, good. So that will now hopefully pop some in there. We're going to need to wait for this to fill up with fuel a little bit. And then here, it basically just feeds back on itself. So we're pulling out of the transfer node and back into the furnace. And we've not quite got enough wood in there for now to do that. And then the final bit of that was a way higher jump than I wanted to do. The final bit of that is we just need to draw off another line, and oh, that was really weird. And we're going to put another barrel, so we've got one here, another drawer, sorry, and if we pop that, just, we need it to be further away, so that sort of becomes the second priority. Now it will be a little bit manual at first while this is filling up, I guess, but hopefully what that should do is, if we just grab this now, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, so this will now put charcoal into here. And if we actually grab a piece of charcoal, can I grab a piece of charcoal? Yeah, we can. Good. So yeah, that's already decided that's charcoal going in there. Okay, so following 10 minutes of absolute confusion and pipes everywhere, like I said, I will tidy this up, but the wood is coming through, it's out of here into the top of here, it then gets pulled out of the bottom through to here, back to the chopper, to here into the back of the furnace, and then into here to the storage drawer where obviously the main collection will be. And as I say, this will then keep this going, and when this fills up we won't have as many problems, because at the moment this is closer, so it's basically whichever one is closest, I believe. So yeah, that will eventually fill up, and of course we are going to need to probably get rid of that sapling, because I don't think that is going to grow there anyway, and we're just going to need to do a few more upgrades just to get this up and running. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away for a while. I'm going to let this run. I'm just going to AFK for a while, probably a good couple of hours actually, and just get this so that it actually starts to fill up with some stuff. And then hopefully when I come back, I'll have also done some more upgrades. And yeah, we can actually see this running to a better potential. And then obviously we are going to need that. We are then obviously going to need to have some auto crafting just to get some more axes in here. Otherwise this is going to keep running out. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so a couple of hours later. And yeah, so I've left this running, been AFK over in my house. And it's done pretty well actually in that short amount of time, given that it had to fill the whole system up. So we've got 178 pieces of charcoal in there. This is absolutely full of charcoal and wood. We're starting to build up a little bit of a collection here. So we could probably set up another furnace to get some more charcoal. But yeah, we'll probably do that in between episodes. I might even turn this into another one of the iron furnaces just because they work a little bit more efficiently. Plenty of apples, so we could probably make a juicer. And that is our food needs taken care of. And obviously we've got a number of saplings in there as well. At some point we'll probably have to put a void upgrade on there just to stop stuff collecting up. And I'll put a few more upgrades over here as well. So, oh, nearly got caught. So this area is a little bit bigger. Just collecting up the stray saplings. And just pop that in there for now. And yeah, so what are we doing in here? So this is kind of starting to fill up now. I have to keep my eye on that doesn't run out. I don't know why it isn't going as quick as I thought. I think it's because this is closer, so it's getting priority on the pipes. But once this fills, then yeah, hopefully, oh, a little bit of lag just there. Froze up. Hopefully, yeah, it'll even itself out. It will sort itself out. But if not, what we'll do is we will just move the barrel temporarily a little bit further away so that the machine actually gets the priority. Which, to be fair, what we could do is we could put a pipe all the way underneath here and we can actually put this inside the base so that the charcoal is in storage right where we need it. But yeah, really, really happy. All working. So we are pretty much ready then to start off creating some more power. And like I said, I am going to set up the oil furnace, the oil burner, whatever you want to call it. And I can't even think what it's called now. Let's just have a quick look and just remind myself. Oil generator, I think it's called, yeah. So we can set up the oil generator because we've got our canola here. But that only produces, I think, 100 RF per tick. Whereas we can now set up a number of probably just the furnace generators. And once we've got ourselves set up with the resonator and all of those bits and pieces from extra utilities, we can get some upgrades in there as well. And they work pretty fast and they're pretty efficient too. And obviously with a pretty much limitless supply of charcoal, once this really gets up to speed and we get a whole bunch more upgrades, perhaps another farm going on as well, then we'll be able to have a few of those going into a power cell, and that'll be us ready to start doing some more heavy tasks that require a little bit more power. So anyway, that is going to be it for me for this episode, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. So it's been a while since we've set up the progressive automation farm, and I really do like it. It is pretty simple. And yeah, thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Take care, and as always, I will see you in the next episode. Bye.